Three pieces of advice, three things with regards to your career, your job circumstance, your ability to make an income are dependent on three things. The first is certifications. Example, to obtain certain jobs, you need at least a high school diploma or GED equivalent. For other jobs, you need at least a bachelor's degree. For other jobs, you need at least a trade certification, mechanic certification to work on certain cars and certain car dealerships. Even something as simple as DoorDash, food delivery, or Uber, basically a modern taxi driver, you need a driver's license. That's a certification. A certification shows that you have passed certain basic or advanced testing to show evidence that you are competent enough to fulfill a role. Okay, so when you have a driver's license, you have taken an eye test exam, you have fulfilled the requirement of a certain driving school experience and passed a test. So the list goes on and on about different certifications and what they qualify you for. But there's no way around it that certifications are a key component, a foundational component on building your career, or even if it's just a regular job. A job is a blessing. Even a regular basic job, which I've worked minimum wage, I've worked up. And I'm always thankful for an income. I'm always thankful for the ability to make an income. And you need certain certifications to make an income and to make your income greater as you advance up the career ladder. The number two thing you need to advance your career is experience. On many job applications, they say you need a college degree or equivalent work experience. The reason you get a diploma, whether it's high school diploma or college, the reason you get certifications is so that you can work. The reason you want to be able to work is so you can make an income. Certifications allow you to leverage your work experience in the workforce to advance your career and income. If you do not have experience, if you do not do things you are unwilling to do at times, if you are not consistent, if you are not reliable, you will not have the experience necessary to leverage the certifications, therefore making your certifications useless. So never underestimate the value of experience, doing, showing up, being reliable. And the third and final thing that you need to advance your career is the ability to adapt. The ability at a certain point to change companies and maybe even change industries and advance your career to a whole nother level. Because there's going to come a time in your working career that you are pigeonholed or you've hit a max ceiling with a certain company, a max ceiling in a certain industry. And for you to grow, you have to have the ability to adapt and evolve past your basics. Example, I remember I was working as a maintenance electrician at a certain company, and I was a reliable worker, and the boss liked me. And he said, Sam, you're a reliable person. You're always willing to do what I ask. He goes, I want to promote you. I want you to go further in life. He goes, but you can't just always think like an electrician. Meaning that if you're going to be a manager, you have to think like the electrician, the plumber. You have to think about the corporate side of it, the budget. So you have to push yourself a little bit to grow. Also, even when you get a promotion, and even if you have great experience with great relationships with a certain company, they may only be able to offer you so much. So at a certain level, you have to change companies. And you have to venture out on your own in unfamiliar territory. That's adapting. That's scary because humans are creatures of habit. That's why number 3 is adapting. That's why I recommend the book, Who Moved My Cheese? Who Moved My Cheese? It sounds like a corny, crazy title, but you see when you read the book, I believe Dr. Spencer Johnson wrote it. It's a simple, short story book that explains the need to have the ability to adapt in life because things change, life changes. Time is like a river. You can't touch the same spot twice. And if you stay comfortable too long in a certain place with a certain company because you don't want things to change, you're going to realize they're going to change anyway. But don't change too quick. You should stay, especially in the beginning of your career, with the same company for 3-5 years or even more. Okay. So I've stayed with companies for over a decade. So if you just bounce around from here to there, always looking for the next greatest thing, you are also going to have a track record of showing that you're not unreliable. And this person won't be here a couple years from now. And that's a detriment. That's not good for you. That's bad for you. So you got to balance that a little bit. But that's what I would share. That will guide you. Those 3 things will guide you in your life. Certifications, experience actually working, and the ability to adapt once you have outgrown that position or that company. But secure another job before you quit a job. Secure another job before you quit a job, and always give 2 weeks notice. I almost made that mistake in my life. So guys, if you appreciate this video, I appreciate if you click that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're not. Share the video with someone you know, a young person, old person. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.